Hi, my name's Hannah, and I am a freshman music therapy student at Maryville. My research project is about the use of music therapy for dogs and cats. Music therapy for dogs and cats is a little bit different than music therapy for people in that instead of having a licensed music therapist that you would have for music therapy for people, for dogs and cats, it's mostly the pet owners themselves, and more recently, veterinarians and like vet clinics have implemented the use of music therapy for their dogs and cats. So the purpose of my project is to introduce music therapy to Maryville students with pets and hopefully convince them to try music therapy on their pets at home. As far as evidence, there are so many different studies and like research endeavors that have been done that prove that music therapy helps soothe separation anxiety, hyperactivity, and even sometimes mild forms of aggression in dogs and cats. So that's pretty exciting for someone who has maybe a dog or a cat at home who struggles with any of those problems. There have also been, out of a series of like 8 different studies, 6 have been reported that exposure to music affected one or more behavior measures, with most revealing that classical music had the most calming effect opposed to like other forms. There are some counter arguments that could be made for music therapy for dogs and cats, one of which is that there are specific recommendations for the type of music and the volume of music that both of those have to be in order for it to be effective. So if you use the wrong form of music, or if the music is like too loud, it could actually overstimulate your dogs or cats, and it could even like cause them to get agitated. So it's just important to be aware that there are certain forms of music and volumes of music that work best for your dogs and cats, and that in the future that like with research and stuff that they are more clear about like the forms and the volume of music, just so that if people decide to try it at home, they're aware of that. And probably one of the biggest counter arguments that could be made against the music therapy for dogs and cats is that there is evidence out there supporting that music therapy works for dogs and cats, but why hasn't it become more of a popular topic? And the answer to that isn't really clear. I believe that it's just because it's a new topic. There hasn't really been that much research or studies done on it yet. There is research and there have been studies done out there, but it doesn't have as much evidence and support as like topics that have been out there longer. So I would just recommend that there be more advocacy for music therapy for dogs and cats, and that if there's more advocacy and more research and studies done in the future, that it will become more popular and the research and evidence will become more solidified. So yeah, that's basically the gist of my project, and at the end of this video there will be a QR code, and if you check that out, there's also some more information about my project in the form of an infographic, so just be sure to check that out.